Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing great today. In today's lesson, we're going to start talking about administering user security. As a database administrator, the security of your database should be your topmost priority. And as such, you are expected to work out modalities on how to secure your database system and then secure your data itself. So basically, your goal will be to control user access to your database. In a nutshell, you are expected to enroll users to the database and then ensure that only the privileges that are required to perform certain tasks are actually granted users. Now, it is very wrong to grant a user a privilege that is not required, okay? I'll give you a typical example. For someone that does not work in the accounts department, for instance, there's no reason why the person should have access to salary information. Do you understand? So as such, you may want to restrict access to the salary column of any employee's table, right? This is what this entire lecture is all about. So to this effect, we'll be looking at database security under two topics. First, system security, and then data security. Now, under system security, we'll be talking about system privileges. And then under data security, we'll be looking at object privileges. Now, let us first define or try to differentiate, what are system privileges and what are object privileges. For purpose of clarity, system privileges are those privileges that are required to perform certain actions within the database, right? These actions could range from starting up the database, shutting down the database, creating table space, creating synonyms, and all whatnot. All of these kind of privileges are basically system privileges and should not be assigned to just about any person, right? Now, when we talk about object privileges, we're looking at those privileges that are required, to manipulate the content of the database object, okay? Such as tables, sequences, views and all whatnot. Now, there are basically over 200 system privileges that are available in your database depending on the version, okay? And the dictionary view to query in order to get those system privileges is actually system_privilege_map, okay? So very quickly, let me just select from that dictionary view so that you can see all the system privileges, right? So I'll quickly do select all from system_privilege_map. Okay, so this is it already. And then let me terminate. And then if I execute this, you can see that we have a whole lot of system privileges, okay, ranging from alter system, audit system, create session, alter session, create table space, alter table space, and all whatnot. Now, if I right click and say count rows, you can see that we have 257 rows. So invariably, we have 257 system privileges. Again, as a database administrator, part of your task is to enroll users in the database and then grant them appropriate privileges to work with, right? So we're going to see this in practical terms as we continue in this lecture. Okay, so let's start by creating a user. Let me quickly clean this up. First of all, let's know where we are, which of the containers we are. So I'll do this show con_name. Okay, you can see that we're in the root database. So we know that we cannot create a user in the root container. So we have to move to the pluggable database. So for that, I would use the command alter session set container equal to orcl_pdb. Okay, and then I'll execute. Now session has been altered, right? So if I execute this command again, show con_name, you can see we're already in the pluggable database, right? So this is where I'm going to create a user. Create user Ella identified by Ella 123. Okay, that should be the password. Now, this is a new database user. I'm trying to enroll into the database, right? So I'll do this, and then it says user Ella created. Now, you'll observe that if I try to connect this user to the database, the connection will not be successful. Why? Because we've not granted certain system privileges, right? So let's try to connect this user to the database and then see how it goes. New database connection. Name is Ella. The username is Ella. Password is Ella123. Okay, and then let's use basic as a connection type. Now, the host name is test.com. Port number is 1521, right? And then let's try to test the connection. Now you can see that the connection failed, right? So let's also try connecting with the service name. Let's say orcl_pdb.com. And then we say test connection. Let's see if it will be successful. Now it failed. You can see the error. User Ella lacks create session privilege. Logon denied, right? So what we will try to do is to assign the necessary privilege to the new user Ella. And what we want to assign is a system privilege. So what are we going to do first? We say grant create session to Ella. Now, this is the first system privilege we are granting this user. Grant create session to Ella. Grant succeeded. So right now, the user can connect to the database, right? So let's try and establish a new connection and then see how it goes. Ella, and then password is Ella123. And then we connect using the service name orcl_pdb.com. Now, if we test the connection, oh, sorry, we needed to change the host name. To test.com. So let's test this connection now. You can see that the connection testing was successful. You can see success. So it means that this new user can actually connect to the database, right? So let's go ahead and save this connection and then say connect. So you can see the new user, Ella, connected to the database, right? But this user cannot do anything. The user can only connect to the database because we've been able to grant the create session system privilege to the new user, right? So guys, I need you to stay tuned. In my next video, we're going to assign some more system privileges to this user and also assign object privileges to the user. So that way we'll be able to understand how this entire process works, right? So thank you for watching this video. I hope it was interesting to you. If it was, kindly like it and share it widely. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out whenever I upload another valuable content. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.